So in this video, I'd like to examine the new sandbag deployment feature, where you can build your own sandbags. So first I'll go to the armory. There's a new item called plastic sandbag, and it weighs 100 grams, and you can take a lot of them. Then I go over to place it, and I'm going to place a large amount on the ground. Notice what just happened. That's an issue with the UI system in the game that has been in the game, I think, since the beginning. If you keep spamming right-click on something, sometimes the game doesn't catch up correctly in reordering the items. Then another item gets in that spot and you drop that on the ground, which is a problem you'll see in a moment. So now I want to place, I have to equip, shovel. Now I can't build because there are other small objects in the area. I have to pick those up again. But it's not actually an issue with the sandbag feature, it's an issue with the user interface. Okay, now I can select mouse wheel, how large a structure I want to build. And now I can assemble it. So I think there's some good things about that feature and some pretty bad things. So I'll start with the good stuff. Now, the good thing is that it detaches the game more and granularizes the fortification system. So you don't have to use the large monolithic construction truck to place pre-made objects. You can disperse the equipment needed to fortify things among players who can then carry it into position and then use it on the spot. So that's a good thing. Everything that gets away from the magic truck stuff is a good thing. However, I think it's too fast to place a large fortification like that because it's made of, how many sandbags are that? 50, 60, something. And I think in real life, placing fortifications like that with a shovel, filling the sandbags, that's really time consuming and probably really exhausting. And the game should reflect that. So things that are easy or fast to do in real life should be easy and fast in the game. And things that take a lot of time should take more time. So for example, the new anti-personnel mines, which I showed off in the previous video, they're pretty easy to lay on the ground. And I think that's realistic. You just put it on the ground, remove the safety thing, and the thing is ready. So what the game should do is, it should require many more sandbags to place a structure like that. And shoveling it should take much longer. Now, it doesn't have to be 60 of them, but at least, let's say, 10 or 15. And the other problem is that it uses the same shortcut like when placing machine guns, where you have to use a shovel, like you put the object on the ground, like it's a crafting recipe in a survival game, and then you shovel to make the thing appear. And that's, like, for all the systems that are added in this patch, I think it's a pretty bad system because you can tell it's basically built around avoiding animation work. So what the game should do is, the sandbag should be an item you can equip. Probably cannot equip it right now. So when you equip it, I'm going to use a stand-in item. Let's say, take this landmine. You equip the sandbag. It should be, imagine it's a sandbag. You hold the sandbag in your left hand and it's slightly open. And then when you place it to fill it, your character would basically kneel down and use a shovel to shovel earth into it 2 or 3 times. So it would be similar to an animation like when you shovel a sandbag. I'm going to use the, can I disassemble it? There's no disassemble action for that one. So when you disassemble it, so it's basically you have the sandbag in the left hand, and the right hand has an animation which shovels something into it 2 or 3 times, and then it would make like a small flat amount of sandbags appear. It would basically just be the lower 2 rows with some uneven sandbags missing, so it feels organic. Then if you put more sandbags on it, it would slowly start stacking into the full one.